Hello everyone. I think we're live now. So let me just confirm if the audio is coming properly or not. So just get to YouTube and YouTube channel content. So it's Sunday actually, so I thought I'll go live a little earlier, you know, have a chill time talking with you all. And yeah, let me just paste this link and see if this works. Where is the browser? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's working fine. So I think we are good on that front. And just search my name. hmm And mhm, got it. Yes. So I've opened it up. I think I might have to get to the charger later on. So yes, last time what we did was, let me close this one up. I think we were on Rust. So yeah. So we were building this one and I left it in the middle. No, I was just occupied this over the, like over Friday and Saturday. So, okay, what we were doing actually. Yes. So I think I resolved the Postman issue yesterday. Let me, clean this up really quick. And mm, close that. Yes. So we have Postman now. I could have used it, but Postman is a bit easier to do, you know, like I don't have to keep track of everything. Yep. Uh, okay, so what we were doing is this one basically. So here's the point. Sorry. So what we were doing. Yeah. So last time I fixed the Postgres issue that we were facing. So you can see now if okay, let me see if PSQL is working. To services list. I think I have to, okay, no, it's Oracle running by default. I think, yeah, last time I added this one into the startup agents. Yes. So this was our database, PSQL hyphen U user, PSQL hyphen U user. Okay. Okay, no, it was I think our user, right? And we have DE database was RDB. Sorry, R blocks. Yeah, R blocks. Then we have password. We will have host as local host. Yeah, I think I'll put it in the end. Port is 5432. Okay, I need to put space and new user blogs. Yes, I think what? Oh, sorry. This has to be yes. We connected. Oh, nice. Yeah, hold on. Let me exit this. And we should say with W. Yeah. So we are now live on this one. So yeah. Sorry. What I was doing on this. Yeah. Here. So we created one database here, the users. Now the thing is, last time we were not able to create, like connect to the database. So today we'll try that out first. So you can see here we have the setup for the schemas. This is the user table that I created. This is basically as it says Diesel CLI. So we have used the Diesel CLI to generate this one. Then, okay. Next we have this. Yeah. So here, um, just to give you a bit of recall, you can see that I have used this here, created a Postgres pool. So this pool actually going to, I'm sorry, I said pool. It's actually a Postgres pool. So here we have the connection and we're just passing it as the app data to all our handlers. For now, we have only one handler here. Uh, this one is the create a user handler, and then we have this get user handler. Now these few handlers that we have, uh, I have added it in this routes. You can see here. So we have the API, like we are just prepending API before, like here, and then we are calling this. So we tested the APIs last time; they did work. Now what we are going to do, we will, in the create handler, we'll try to, use the pool, the Postgres pool that we created, and we will create a new user. Now I have added the pool in here. You can see we have passed the pool here now, but before that, let me open the diesel. Sorry, uh, we are using Actix actually. So Actix documentation. Yes. So there was this blog I was following up, and again we will use the Actix documentation actually. So actix.rs. Okay, no, this is not the one. Let it be. Mm, so we were here basics. I don't know. My internet is a bit slow today, I guess. But that's where we are. Now I've added all these things. And here we were able to send this response back as well. So let me just prepare the curls here quickly. We have a post request, and this is HTTP colon slash slash local host, not host. And then we have, I think on the env we have the port as, okay, I cannot open it from here. So yeah, it's 555, and we have, what was the endpoint again? Oh, user routes. User routes, we have API slash users. Okay, so um, API slash users, correct? Yeah. So we'll quickly come up here and we'll say slash API slash users user, and when in the body we are using a JSON body, right? So we'll go to raw and just JSON, and now here I'll just say ID. So it's a very basic setup. Like you might have done the same things with, like a basic Node.js application if you are from that background, or any other backend language that I've used. Like it could be Java or it could be Go, anything. So it's a basic setup that I'm doing with Rust. Later on, when we start with the cloning of the Git, so we will make a Git clone of our own using Rust, and we'll see how it compares with it. So that's a later part. I've already created the notes for it. Let's see when we start that. And we have the ID here. Oh, sorry, I will not be passing the ID. We will pass the user name, and it will be, let's say for now, I'll use my name. So yeah, and then I'll use an email here. We'll say test@test.com. Okay, so this should be the one. And if, okay, I forgot to run. Sorry, cargo run, and we have the unresolved schema import where, okay, I think I know that. Mm-hmm. It's in the models. It's in the models here. Now, this is something that I need to resolve. Okay, so let's quickly go to the diesel documentation, and we shall be uh, Rust diesel ORM. To get started with this. Yeah, we have this one. So yeah, here we are and write Rust. So we already have done this part. Okay, diesel prelude. I guess I've done that import part as well. Yes, we have. Hmm. Create two modules that we just declared. Mod.rs and this one, diesel table colon post. We have create schema. It's correct only. Hmm. What is the problem we're facing here? So we have this, it says this one and then this. Yeah, diesel table post ID. The exact output might vary slightly depending on your database. It should be equivalent. Okay. Hmm. Using the languages post in the post. Okay. Okay. So we have the library that is models and okay, cool. We have done that part. Use diesel prelude and this one. We have queryable and this. Okay. I've done this part. I don't know why this is not working. Let's see. So what is the point here? See, this part, what I have understood, it's basically to, list out all the posts that we have. So this is basically, we are using the self crate basically. In this case, we are pointing out self. So it's kind of referring to the current project setup actually. That is fine, but here, why we are seeing this issue? This one. We have already imported this. Am I missing something on this one? This is self models. Okay, so we have imported this one here. Use self models. Okay. Source binary show posts. Okay, got it. Hmm. How exactly this works in this case then? This is referring to the self model that I clearly understood, but okay. Use create schema. Yeah, schema is this one. Yes. Now diesel demo show post schema.rs. Diesel Tomer was created, which tells Diesel to maintain the source schema class. This file should look like this. Yes, so it does. Hmm. I have kept everything as varchar for now, but why do we do not see this? Uh, hmm. Create schema. Schema. Okay, so that's a circular import issue. Got it. Hmm. Are we facing this problem? It's the schema inside the source. Good. I guess schema comes under this one. Like mod schema. Lib.rs. Yeah. Search schema. If I do this. Nope. This doesn't work. Hmm. I trust standard env, that is okay. Model like so model.rs. Use diesel prelude. Hmm. Yeah, it comes here. Module. Okay, cannot find value ID in module. Okay, hold on. I guess I understand this part now. That what is this problem? It says the ID here is not, it cannot find ID. Okay, so the exact output might vary slightly depending upon the. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's ask ChatGPT what it says. So, yeah, this is the schema.rs file generated by Diesel ORM or Rust. And I need to find out what uh, okay, no, for Rust, could you please tell me if this is appropriate? Okay, okay, is it correct for Postgres? We are using Postgres, so let's see. Um, yeah, even I was certainly sure because the thing was, okay, wait a minute. Let's see here. Here what it does, cannot find value ID. Yeah, good. Okay, so we have users. And when I put users here, I'm getting this problem. Okay, using the schema dot rs in the models throwing error for throwing error for create schema users has failed to resolve schema. Let's see. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay, let's see. Let's try this out. So let me open up a terminal instance here, and yeah, and we should be able to. Okay, let me rename this as test.txt. X.txt, so that we do not lose this. Yes. And now I run this one And let's see what we forget. Yeah, we have received it correctly. It's the one, it's the same one. Yes. Ah, okay. No, so schema is in the source directory and model is in db slash, oh no, hold on. Models is in user model, user.rs is in model slash user.rs. Yeah. I've already done that part. Hmm. Okay, I think we're cool on this one. I guess we'll not, we may not use this later on. Let's see. Yep, it did resolve that issue. Okay, great. Now let me do this one that I'll delete this. Let's see if this resolves. And we'll again delete this one. So all the public modules, we'll just keep them on the top. We'll use the other modules up below. So handlers should be on the top so that, yes. Now let's do one thing. There is all that issue. Cargo run. Yeah. And yes, our server is running. So what I'll do, I'll send this one up because application data is not configured correctly. Use like enable debug logs. Okay. So okay. Yeah. So the configuration for this okay. Yeah, so the configuration for main.rs here. So this pool is not properly configured is what we got to know. Okay. So to first of all resolve that, we will go to user handler. We'll see uh, it says web data. Okay, web data. This one. So Actex app data. Okay. Web data new app state is this. Okay, got it. Okay. I think we missed this here. Um, web, yes, and web data. What we're doing here is new, and we'll pass this here. Okay, I think this should do the job. Cargo run. And once we do this, I'm guessing, yes. So Shift G, our server is running now. There you go. We have this. We have returned that. And the pool is configured properly. Now, what we'll do, we'll insert this one. So yeah. So pool dot okay. So how to insert data into the database using this pool. Let's check out the documentation here. Mhm. Hmm. Yeah, here we have it. So we have a new post, diesel insert into. Okay, cool. So let me do this. Hmm. Diesel insert into, and we have okay, we are using users, so table. Yes, and then what we are doing here. So we have the values here, and okay. So we are passing a, reference here for the new user that we just want to create, and then later on what we have. Okay, so we are doing returning. Yes, here we have the returning one. Hey, I have used a comma instead of dot. So returning this, we have user uh, returning. Yeah, we have to invoke this as well. And then what do we have? Get result and con. I'll see when we will use all this late. Okay, so we are in pool basically. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, and then we have X. Hmm, strange. Don't have anything as such in this one. Okay. Um, let's see. Fail to resolve use of undeclared create or module users. Okay. So I'll just do this here. Um, create, sorry, create schema and users. We will just use this one. Here the trade bond table is not satisfying that. Okay. So no, what is this problem? The trade bound reference to user table is not satisfied. Oh, okay. To values and based on the documentation, it's the same thing. Hmm, what did we miss? So let new post equal new post on this. These are inserted into post table. Okay. Hmm. Use create schema users. I can do this. Hmm. This is strange. What is the should we do? So returning post, this one. Okay, cool. Ah, okay, I got it. Well, the issue is with this one. Hmm. Okay, so they have two different, so it's a queryable, selectable, and this one. Okay. I understood now. The problem, we have to create two different, yeah, here. Hmm. So instead of creating user, we will have to call it create user, actually. And hmm. So in this case, the problem is they have used the ID as auto, like it's basically an identity that will generate the IDs automatically. I think we may not need this. I think I will do one thing. I will make the same one insertable as well. Yes. Maybe, wait a minute. For now, I'll just use pub ID string here as well because I'm going to pass the ID from my end only. Won't rely on that. And obstruct no function associated with this one. Not an issue. Let me just use string new, sorry, string from. I'll just use ABC here. And then this should be the right one. Yes. Mm, Then, based on the documentation that I was here. Hmm. So they have the post as returning. Yes. Now, if I have to go user on this one, no function is associated named as returning from struct. Current scope is this. Okay, that is true. Let's see. Hmm, Returning post as returning. And this is our new post. We have this diesel name post, name post. Okay. Hmm, Yes. So the issue for this one is resolved. Hmm, I'm checking for this. There you go. I think this is what we missed. Hmm, So we have the debug here. Uh, Now, if I go back, no, this did not work. Uh, uh, I have already added that. Why am I doing this again and again? What could be the problem? Diesel prelude is there, said that we added, that is also there. Complex string, struct, everything is there. What am I missing? Hmm. Uh, so see the issue that I am facing right now, you can check out this one here, right? You so basically we're trying to return the response like as you insert into any SQL databases you can write like a return statement on that whatever the data has been inserted it can return the same thing that this is what I've inserted in the database. So that same thing we can use and like an output log or something that you can utilize it on, or maybe you can return the same thing as that this is what we have returned. Like sometimes you need a user ID when the data is inserted right away. In this case, we could have done the same thing, but I am inserting the ID from our end only. I do not want to auto-generate this one for now. We'll see that later on. But this is that return statement is actually not working here. Uh, it is suggesting that there is no association. So no function is associated. Item named as returning for the struct uses the current scope. So yeah, that's the problem I'm trying to resolve. Huh. So we have passed this selectable trait here. Implement selectable. So selectable is passed. No function or associated item named. Do I have to remove this? No syntactical error as I see. What we are. Hmm. Diesel prelude, everything is added on this. I'm a little worried that why this is not working. Um, mhm. I do not see anything as such that could be causing this issue. Mhm. Post struct from SQL query derived selectable will generate code to construct a matching select clause based on your model type based on the table defined. Why this SQL to MySQL? Yeah. So we are using Postgres only here, so there is no difference in this. It should be the same. Hmm. Uh, is it because I'm adding this one here, schema.rs. See this ID. Yeah, this is not causing that problem. Convert tuple generate trade. No. Yeah, let's see generate trade. No, there is nothing as such in this. Okay, let it be. We are not going to do the returning part for now. Okay, it says strange. Returning values name returning name. Okay. Hmm. So in this example, inserted names. There's a name. This one there are two names we have added. Hmm. 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 Ah, ha, ha, ha. Nope. This doesn't. User ID. Nope. We cannot even do that. There is something wrong with the selectable thing here. We are definitely need to resolve this. We have to. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a quick search on this one. So here, um, let me copy this error and let's put it exactly this way. No fun user model. Let me give it the user data. So, hmm. Okay. Hmm. Identifiable. I think we missed that. Queryable, serialized design, deserializer. Queryable, this, and that. I've added everything on this one. Still, we do not see this issue. Use the selectable helper. Okay. Hold on. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I think we have this here. Given Actix Web actually helps us to identify this one. So data dot counter. Okay. Hmm. Got it. Now, fine, understood. So instead of calling it as pool, we'll call it data. And hmm, no, that's the same thing. Then I could have just called it pool as well. It's not some parameter that I need to. You need a mutable reference. Hmm. Let's see. The trade down data pool connection manager. Hmm. So Postgres pool. Yeah. Okay. So in this one, if I have to say cargo. Hmm. Here we have the app data. Hmm. What does pool dot? Hmm. Okay. Wait a minute. So on diesel side, we have on diesel side, what do we have? On diesel side, we have this connection, and then we have this established connection. Okay, we have to invoke this one. That is the one. We, but yeah, in the main we have invoked it here. You can see it. Established connection. We have invoked that. Yes, you see, this is the established connection. And it's not an async function, so we don't have to await for this one. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Mute, like pull this one, and then hmm. Okay. User handler, and here let call plus ampersand mute pool, and we'll use on. Same thing. Again, the same thing I did. I just used different variable. Rust is difficult, man. Seriously. Okay, what can we do? So here we need to pass a mutable reference, but how do we do that? So this is easy to do in this way. I could call the function directly in this one instead of passing it through the web data. We can do that, but how do we achieve? Okay, okay. For now, let's not wait for this. Let's do one thing. Let's yeah. Let me remove this one. I don't need that. So I'll just say pool. Let pool equals yeah. Ampersand mute get pool. Yeah, I think this should do the job. And we will have pool here. What is this issue again? Unwrap or else this one. Yes, I have created the connection here. Haven't? Oh no, I have used R2D2. I forgot. Okay. So pool builder. Uh, yeah, R2D2 Rust pool builder. So based on their documentation, they should have some implementations. Oh no, I don't want to create implementations. Let's see, wait. Here. So we have this pool.clone thread spawn to pool builder max this one. Okay. Yes. I was certainly sure okay, we don't need to do that anymore. Here we'll just pool and yes. So we'll just say let con equals some mute pool dot get. And yeah, will use unwrap as well. So here we'll mention that unable to connect to database. Just a DB. And this should be good enough. This takes zero argument. Oh, unwrap or else. Unwrap. Yes. I need to get used to these methods. Let's see. Yeah, here we will use mute con. Mhm. So we'll say now dot expect uh, expectation that we have a message here. We'll just type that same message. I mean, I'm not sure if it is going to compare that text or by any chance if it is going to compare that, then it's good. Well, we will use unwrap only. Yeah. So I've done this. Okay, great. Let's call this one. Okay, we got this one. Let's get to the database and we'll say no, we have not created the user yet. So, hmm, why it did not do this? Because cargo is not running. Okay, address already used. And then we'll just say main.rs cargo run. And if we get beyond JSON deserialize missing field ID in column. Oh, okay. Understood. I made that change, right? So main JSON, right? So it's a user handler. User handler we have, and in this one, I will have to make the change for this. You have to pass a dummy ID. Instead of doing this, I'll just say user.id dot clone. I mean, we are just passing. Okay, now we may use it on later on. So, okay, and I'll just pass the ID from here as ID APC. Yes, let's send it off, and we come up into the database. We should see this. Great. So we have achieved till this now. Okay. I think this was nice to know that, see here, few of the things that I did not knew. So we need to import run query DSL, or I don't know, like it D stands for diesel, I guess. And then we have selectable helper. So these two, what do you call these? These are traits. These are traits basically. So these traits are supposed to be imported in order to, invoke user as returning, so that we can return this. So like here, I could have done it in this way that, okay, I could have just collected the response here, like let's say let response here, and then we could have just send it back here. We could have done it, but yeah, for now this is a cool way. Next is we'll just add some basic blog operations here. So we'll create another table actually. Okay, so I don't know if I have to create multiple tables under this one. So diesel generated automatically by diesel CLI. Okay, so let's see. Hmm, 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 hmm. Yes. Typically, the schema module isn't created by hand. It gets created by diesel CLI and etc. Was created, which tells diesel to mint. For us, the file should look like this. The exact output might vary, slightly different. Table macro creates a bunch of code. Database schema to represent all of the tables and columns. We will see how exactly to use in this next example. For a deep dive into the generated code, schema in depth guide. Okay, so let's open it up. Schema in depth table, this one. Okay, so implement expression for ID, the SQL type integer. Okay, so we have few of the things here. Like we can define specific SQL types if it is nullable or not. So all those things are here, then that is true. Okay. Pub model DSL. Okay. So queries can often get quite verbose when everything has to be prefixed with users. For example, this is okay. For this reason, Diesel also provides a convenience module called DSL. Okay, we have the DSL module as well. We could use that. And we can use that user table. We could implement table as well from star this one. Hmm. I'm curious to know that how we can use multiple tables. First of all, that's the first point. So for this example, we took the generated by this table invocation. Okay. So my question is, okay, how do we do that? So it does not give that answer. Let's ask to ChatGPT. So how to have multiple tables in here, i.e. logs. Let's see. Just add that and we'll see. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, we have to create multiple, like macros here basically. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have to generate a new migration then. I understood how this will now work. So we'll create on the migration. So the migration command, I don't know if you have used Sequelize. Again, I'll point this out that if you have used Sequelize or TypeORM like in JavaScript, you will understand that how it works. So, huh, okay. Let's get to the migration. Yes, here. So we have this. We'll use this one, but instead of create post, we'll say create blog. Yes. Now we will come up here. I think this is the new one. Yes. And so here I'll just say drop table blogs. Hmm. Create table blogs, and then we will jump on to the next line. We'll say ID, and we'll say um okay, in case of Postgres, I think it's identity, right? Postgres identity. Sorry, I said post. Hmm. Postgres identity columns. Hmm. ID begin generate always as identity. Go, but so we can just use this one. This should be the correct one. Yes. I mean, in case of MySQL, sorry, not MySQL, it's Microsoft SQL Server. So that is the main database that currently I'm working on majorly due to my like Office systems built around Windows, and we deploy on Azure mostly, and we are utilizing every functionality that Azure is providing. So um, what we will what we do there is ID identity, and we say primary key. Yeah, so that's what it is. ID identity and primary key mostly, and it has to be like, I don't know. We primary key means it should be unique. I like to explicitly mention, although it does not have any use, and just mention it for the readability. And again, this one does the same thing. And yeah, so going back to this, I forgot to mention primary key here. Primary key, yes. Then we will have title. So title is going to be again a varchar of how many keys. Um, I would go for, I don't know. Let's go for 50 and title, and then we will have ID, title, and what next? We will have the body. So instead of body, we'll just say blog in this blog text. Yeah, I think we should go for text. And then we will use the text type so that we can insert long text. I'll just add few comments here. So, okay. In case of SQL, we have used double hyphen. So here, this is the, okay, we'll just add the comment here that to text is to use, to have long text. Yeah, that should be fine. Now we will have the timestamps here as well. So created at, now I know what we can do here, timestamp. Okay, here we cannot say not, we can say not null, and we can say not null to this as well. So a blog must have a title, and must have a, like must have a text basically in it. And timestamp is this. Then we will default what we should pass. Default we should pass. Default we should pass what? Default we should pass. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Yeah. So I forgot Postgres default. Postgres default timestamp. I searched for the wrong keyword. No, I remember now does not work directly. Mm, no, this does not work. Yes, current timestamp it is. It is current timestamp. Yes, I think this should be good enough. And we'll have updated at timestamp default current timestamp. Oh, I forgot we have to use this one. Hmm. Current timestamp. Okay. We again have to pass one reference here. So we should be referencing this. Like we have to have a foreign key. We'll say user ID and it will be a string. So we'll say varchar. And I forgot that how many of this I've used here. So it's just a varchar. I'll just by default say varchar. And then what we have to do is here. Oh, okay. I forgot the foreign key. Postgres define foreign key. Hmm. Foreign key is this. Yes, here we have to use references. References, users, and again on that will reference ID. That too within quotes. Yeah. So I think this should be good enough. And down is this one, not this one. So yeah, I think it's diesel migrate. If I'm not wrong, the command is diesel migrate, but let's confirm that first. Yes, diesel migration run, diesel migration run. Yeah. So we have created blogs now. Let's confirm it by going to this and running this. Hmm. So we have a blogs here and we have this. Now let's get here and again say diesel friend schema and src slash what was the name again? Schema.rs. Yes, so we have done this. Now we shall have our schema added here. So we have our blogs, we have our this one, and then we have join table as well. Great. So we have this one created now. Now, this is nice. This is a nice way to generate this one. It is giving us the idea, and this will help us to generate this. Now we'll get to the models part of it. So we'll create one model called blog.rs and we'll define it here pub mod blog as well. And here we'll I'll just copy one of this here. We'll copy both of these. Let's see. Now here's the thing that will change the name here. It will be now blog. It will be create blog, not blogo. I don't blog basically. So we have this one now. Then we will use blogs. Yes. And in this one we have this, and we will say title pub title, not PUBG, not PUBG. Um, my title is string again. We will have pub. Okay. What was the next one? It's text, I guess. So we'll just say string. Then we have created at. mm, okay, I am not certainly sure what should it be. I'll give it string for now. Pub updated updated at. It should be string. Hmm. Then we shall have another thing here as a user ID. So we'll name it the last user ID so that we can query which user it is. So that's one thing. No user ID. Okay. In this one, it's actually I'll go with I64 for now. So that's this is an integer and it says cannot deserialize a value of data diesel. Okay, okay. Let me see this one. So we'll say nullable. Hold on. Okay. So I have to again create a diesel migration. So diesel migration, which it's revert. Yes, diesel migration revert. Hmm. So I reverted the blogs migration. Let me do this here. Let me check it out again. So on the uphill, uh, ah, this is nullable. This is possible. This should not be null. This should not be null. Then this should not be null. So we cannot have a blog without a user. Then okay, so now I think we can do this. So data diesel migration run. Yes. And then we'll again, diesel migration, sorry, diesel print schema, and we should be doing this one here. So diesel print schema, we have source schema. Yeah. So we've got this one now. So basically what happened, all the changes that I made here are now will be part of. So let me open a tab and open schema.rs so that I can explain this to you. So yeah, you can see this one is updated now. So we have the tables data here and updated is nullable. This is nullable, but none of the variables, sorry, none of the properties are nullable now. So the ones that I defined as not null in the SQL query, when I ran the migration and again ran the schema creation, sorry, print schema command in the terminal, it updated this schema.rs file, which will keep track of all the changes that we made. Now, when we again go to this, let me open it side by side here. So model user block model, yes, here. So yeah, here you can see it says cannot. Hold on. Let me expand this. Uh, okay, so cannot deserialize the value of database type. Timestamp response rest. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let me see what type we should use. I don't know if there is a date and time type on Rust. On Rust. So we on Rust we don't have a date and time, right? Okay. Let's see if we have a date and time with this. Hmm. 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 You know what? Let me ask ChatGPT to tell me what is the type I should use. So for time, let me use this code block from here. So hmm, hmm, for timestamps to create the struct, what type I should use? Does Rust has an inbuilt date time type? So I'm using this time type. Yeah. Hmm. Yes. So this is the one. So we have to use chrono. So chrono. Okay, we have to add chrono then. Uh, we'll add chrono. Then so now where this thing relies on this one is this. Yeah. So we have use chrono. I take that time. This and then we will have nullable naive date and time. Yes. So Rust, okay, we are getting some errors. Let's see. Hmm. As I suspected, Mhm. Date and time, and this is optional. Uh, no, this does not work. It's not working. Okay, what shall we do this? Oh, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. What shall we do for this one? Huh. Okay, so let me see if how we can go for this one. So diesel timestamp type for Rust. I don't know. Do you think this should work? Hmm. Okay. So, cargo.terminal, I think we have to add another feature here for Chrono to use Chrono. Hmm. That makes much more sense. Yeah, this one I think should work. So let's see how this goes. Okay, it did work. Now let me do one thing. Let me close this and we shall open it up and should go to blog.rs. Yes, we have it now. Now here I forgot to change this one as blog. Sorry, blogs. And we shall have everything like ID shouldn't be there. We should be having these. Yeah. Apart from ID, we should have all these things. Now, okay. Quite happy about this one. Now let's do one thing. Let's get to handlers and then okay, so we will have another one as um, blog handlers.rs. Yes. And then hmm, let me just okay, so we have a public async function here. So we'll just say pub async fn and okay, so create underscore blog. Yes, then what exactly do we have? So we will have the user JSON, web JSON create user, and then hmm, so so we will have blog. What are the imports now? Do we have Actix web? We will require this. So from that, this one now here I have to say web JSON, then so use itself. Hold on a second. I think I have to use pubmod blog endless. Yeah, now I'm able to get the autocomplete. I was just thinking, what happened? Oh, okay. No, no, no. Use create blog. Yeah, web.json. Yes, and then we shall have pool here. Not pool, it's pool and web. Okay, so web data, this one. Then we should have Postgres pool. I shall import this one. Yeah, we have imported it correctly. Now, what shall we do? So, first thing first, we shall have let blog. We will not add any validations for the timing. What we will do will basically here we'll basically add like just like the user part, we'll create a basic blog and then we'll just add it. And here we'll have create. Sorry, we will have blog up here like this, and then we will have. Okay, hold on. Yeah, wait a minute. So what we will have here, what we will have here. So we'll have title, that is going to be, hold on, what did I do here? Hmm, okay, so blog dot title, and then text, blog dot text. Then we uh, I sometimes do forget these things. That is, I cannot have this one as well. Hmm. Title and text and user ID will have blog dot user ID. Oh, no, I'm not moving them, dude. And have to clone, I know. So clone, then we will have dot clone. Yes. Now, once we do that, we will say diesel, then we'll say insert into, um, here I'll say use create schema blogs, then we'll say table. Hmm. We'll say values, we'll have blog. I think it's an ampersand blog. Then we will have get results. We'll say blog. We'll say as returning, and then we will say um what is something. Yeah, then we will say unrun, and then we will say um HTTP response dot. Let me check it. What we did here. Yes. JSON blog. And yes, we do have to import those traits so that it can work. So I have to have these traits imported so that this could work. And it says pool. Hmm. I forgot to put a comma. Mhm. Okay. And anything I missed here syntactically? Hmm. We have the values of the returning. Oh, okay. Got it. I forgot the returning part here. Instead of that, I passed it in this one. So returning, yes. Then we shall have values. Sorry, not values. Get result. Yeah. So here I have to do create let con equals ampersand mute pool dot get dot unwrap. Yes, and we'll have to say just con here. Yes, great. Now, yeah, I know create blog has never been used, but we have went created the routes as well. So we'll create blog routes dot rs. Yeah, and just like this, I'll just copy this one and paste it up here, and I'll add pub mod blog routes. Yes. Now we shall have this one here, blog underscore routes dot rs. Mhm. Yeah. Hmm. So I by mistakenly converted everything into smaller case, I guess. Service config, we have this, then we have this. Okay. Here. Hmm. Here, what shall we do? So slash API slash blog. Yeah. So blog slash this, we will have post. We'll keep this one. Keep these for now. And hold on. Blog handlers till block. Yes. Okay. Hmm. I always forgot that part. So Rust, the best thing that I like about Rust syntax, everything apart from the mess it creates, I think is the implicit return part. To be honest, personally, in my opinion, I've never seen that. I've only used the languages that explicitly use a return statement to return something out of a function. So it's a great thing that like again like it's if you do miss semicolons a lot, you need to make sure that you do look out when you return something. But yeah, I think we have got that thing cleared now, and this should the routes should be good enough. Yeah, they are fine. And it never used. I know. So we have to get to here. Yes, and we have this use routes. Okay, hold on. Uh, blog routes. Then we have blog and okay, no. So we cannot call it that. I'll just say blog in it. Yes. Hmm. Blog in it makes more sense. Then we will say configure. We will say blog in it one more time. Yes, cool. So basically, we have instantiated blog as well. Now we will do one thing. Select all from users, and it's ABC, the ID, and we'll get to Postman to just create one more tab. We'll create a post request. We'll say this one. We will say blog, and then we'll get to body. We will use raw. We will okay. Then we will say title Rust, a language. Rust, a language to trust. I don't know. I know it's very lame, but let's go with this. So, a language to trust. And title will pass, sorry, text we will pass as Rust is a programming language. Yes. So we have Rust as a programming language, and then what else do we have? We'll just pass the user ID from here. I know like we should use a JWT token or some sort of authentication based you know mm, process here, but as of now we're just doing it for fun. So let's pass the ID here. So that's our JSON. This is our API, and let's check the output. So we'll just say cargo run. So I added chrono and these okay, I added chrono and again added chrono as the dependency to diesel. So this is nice now, and let me see if this works. Okay, so we are through now. Let me send this and I hope this works. Okay, so it says 404 not found. API/blog. Okay, hold on. Let's go to user routes. Oh no, sorry, blog routes. It's blog routes. Yeah, it's API/blog. Okay, route blog. Let me change this to API blog. Uh, no, main.rs. We'll just say cargo run. Huh? Okay, user routes. And this one and this one should be capital. Hmm. Main dot no main.rs blog leader tt and oh, okay now so we'll say cargo run. Yes, so we have this. and it tells us that same thing. So, hmm, 404 not found. Okay. Let me update the block handler here a bit. So I'll just say here print ln hide the API got invoked. Hmm. Cargo run. Oh, cargo run. Yes, we have this running. Let me send it off. I mean, I understand. I think it's because of the scope only. I think it's because of the scope only. Let me do one thing. Let me change the scope here to blog API. Yes, I think this should do the job. Mm, cargo run. And here, this API, we shall say blog. We shall say blog. Yes, I was certainly sure that it is because of the scope part. Because we are trying to create the same scope multiple times. So I have to see if we can, have utilize the same scope. Mm, let's see if this got created in the database or not. So select all from use, oh, sorry, blogs. Hey, we have it. So we have finally managed to do this, and this was a good achievement for us then. So how long has it been now? Um, yeah, we have almost realized 1 hour 44 minutes, and it's great. Let me do one thing. So yeah, guys, I think that's today. That's all for today. What we will do next time, we will create the Git clone of Git using Rust. So like it will help me to understand how Rust works underneath, and we will use hashing functions like to like create hashes for the files and their contents, and how to manage the tree structure of the file, like a Git repo. So that we will do, and let me close this one. Yeah. So we have from our checklist we have done this part, connect to DB and that these two things. Now we will create a Git clone out of this. So I think building that Git will help us, and like Git using Rust will help us to learn a lot. And you can see like I was able to create this second API a lot quicker than the previous one, and I knew the crux of it. I understood how this is working, and even this error that I saw, like the scope part. So I'll have to see that how we can use the same scope multiple times. But again, it was quite nice to understand that how this works. And here's somehow there is a warning. Hmm. Remove unnecessary. Oh, okay. Remove unnecessary traces. Yeah, that should be fine. So yeah. So yes, guys, thanks a lot for joining today, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice